safety issues, security issues, and what have you. Anything that has to do with whatever activities that will give you rest of mind. The rest of mind that you need to do your business, to celebrate Christmas, to go to wherever you want to go to, and all that. So this program is for everyone, whether you are a child or you are a father, you are a mother, are you a driver or a worker, anything you do, whether you are rich or poor, this is where you need to be at this time. Call your neighbors, call your friends, let them start listening, to the program, because this week, as represented by today's program, we shall be talking about, of course, the new normal that we have in our life, COVID-19, as usual, because we can't stop talking about this because the pandemic has refused to go, basically because of our attitude of leaders and followers. How have you been following the non-pharmaceutical COVID-19 protocols, the safety protocols according to the WHO, that's World Health Organization, and of course, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC? What are we really doing to make sure that we push away the pandemic? Are we doing enough? Is the government doing enough? The followers, are we doing enough? Now we are talking about the second wave. When the second wave thing was mentioned about 3 months ago, some people said, God forbid. But even some people, when they hear the voice of God, can they even recognize it? It's here with us. The second wave is here. It's official. And what other way for us to know that the second wave of COVID-19 is here than what we had last week? For the first time since Nigeria joined the League of Nations managing COVID-19, we recorded a daily new cases of coronavirus of 1,145. We've never reached that level before. In a daily count, that NCDC has been reporting. Before then, the highest we had, we got in June 19 this year, it was 745, new cases that were recorded. Daily record of COVID-19, cases. And since we've crossed the 1,000 mark, we just have to make sure that it doesn't go beyond that, because according to the NCDC, the fears they have now is that we might even record more, because the surge is so high and it's coming as more states are testing people. They are getting more and more people testing positive. So how are you taking care of your health this morning? How protected are your family members? How protected is your office? These are the things we are going to talk about today. Of course, we are going to talk more about what we need to do as a people. Now, government can do its thing. They can give us guidelines, regulations, and all that. Are we ready this time around to abide by, these regulations? We had lockdown that locked everybody down home, from April, May, June, July, and many businesses almost collapsed. Some really collapsed. Some people lost their jobs. Now, we are not at that phase. But technically, we still have some kind of lockdowns or restrictions. What are these restrictions about? In which area of our lives are we going to be restricted again? Stay tuned to this program, because after I will have told you some of those restrictions and what you need to do and not do, I will be taking calls from you. More people will have to talk this morning to just talk to the citizens, fellow citizens, and even foreigners amongst us on what we need to do to make sure that once and for all we push this pandemic away so that life can return to normal. The new normal is here. Can we get back to the normal that we used to have? Stay with us. It's still Vigilante of Fresh 107.9 FM at Abeokuta. just yesterday at a news conference in Abuja, the presidential task force, on COVID-19, of course, they addressed the press, and a lot of things came out. Representing the federal government, the chairman of the presidential task force, PTF on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa, he's on isolation. I think it was represented yesterday by a minister. Of course, they ruled out, a lot of things that some people did not want to hear about. But that's the truth. They had to say the way it should be, that look, the second wave that we were so afraid of is here with us now, and how else can we just make sure that we don't let it last to the level that there will be total lockdown again? And that's why they are warning of Nigerians to make sure that this time around we need to respect the guidelines. So there are now some restrictions, in certain areas of our national life, especially as it has to do with mass gathering. Anywhere people will have to be in the numbers of 50, 100, thousands. They're saying that, look, as much as possible, as much as we want to, make sure that we celebrate Christmas, we have to make sure that we also take responsibility, personal responsibility for our own health. Now it's official. Lagos, Kaduna, and of course the FCT, they are the epicenter that we're talking about now. Kaduna got there now. It used to be just Lagos and the FCT, but now that we have Kaduna, the Kaduna state government already said that, look, civil servants, please begin to work from home. I think from certain levels. Also, in Lagos, the governor also announced that civil servants should work from home so that we can again reduce, how people, contract this contagion that is ravaging our nation and indeed, the world. So, schools have been shut now, though there's a date, tentative date of January 18, 2021 for schools to resume, of course. They place that on the fact that they will have to review, the prevalence of new cases before the schools will be open. Of course, bars, nightclubs, event centers, of course, a lot of them. I saw one on TV last week, and a nightclub was shut, in fact, by the CP of Lagos himself, Mr. Hakeem Odumosu, who went there with his team to make sure that they drove all the people that were there away, and the place was put under lock and key. My mind really goes to those who operate that kind of business at this time, because if this is the only thing you do as a person to make ends meet, what's going to happen? Where will that palliative come from? Why you cannot earn, some money to take care of your family? Now, lives and livelihoods are going to be affected again. And I repeat, it's just about how serious we take this pandemic. A lot of people are still out there living dangerously, saying that, look, it's a scam. It doesn't exist. Well, may we not use anybody's case here, as a bad or good example of what COVID-19 can do. Well, before we continue on this show this morning, I want to make this special appeal, to authorities, especially Ogun State Ministry of Health officials. I know you are there listening. Please, there's a report of a decomposing body, lying by the roadside since Sunday. Today is Tuesday. The body is lying there at Akinale, close to Model School, after Awowo, along Abeokuta Sango Highway. So we want to implore health ministry officials to please act fast and remove this body, because you know what such can bring, especially at this time when we're talking about public health. We don't want to be taking care of COVID-19 and something else will creep in from that, village or that town. So please, the composing body lying down by the roadside since Sunday at Akinale, close to the model school. When you are going to Songo, the model school is by the right. So it's around that area, that the body is. We got that report this morning. Makinde Fasunle just said it, to you in Yoruba when he made that announcement twice. Please, those who are in charge of this kind of situation should take charge of that situation and remove the body, the way it should be done. It's not someone maybe from the village, for instance, should take care of. Hell, they might have to also endanger their own health and safety. So please, somebody should do that immediately. Thank you very much for removing that body from that part of the state. And straight to some security concern. I also got a report this morning. I don't know if people around that area can still confirm when I open the phone lines. There's a security concern. I got a report this morning that there have been sporadic shooting in Ayetoro town, Ayetoro Yewa town in Ogun State here. I think they mentioned officials of customs, Nigerian Customs Service. I think maybe they are having gun exchange between them and some smugglers of rice, and people there panicked. They had to call us this morning to inform us that was going on right there in the town. We don't know what the situation is. What I got that I'm yet to confirm, independently, is that somebody got shot. Whether the person was shot dead or not, we don't know yet. But if you are in Ayetoro and you are listening to us this morning, please feed us in on this program now. Let us know what the situation is. And of course, the PRO of Custom, Ogun State Command, if you're also listening, we also want to hear from you if you can call us on this show right now. If you can't, if you can send a message to me, you can send me a message on 080-2724-1076. 080-2724-1076. That's my personal line. You can give me, that information and we can relate to the public. Did we have custom officials shooting sporadically in Ayetoro this morning? Are they still there? What's their mission? Who are the people they are shooting at? Were they under some kind of attack, maybe by these smugglers? We also want to know. We are not blaming anybody here, but that's the report, we got from Ayetoro town this morning. Welcome back to the show, Vigilante on Fresh 107.9 FM. Abeokuta, we are still trying to test our vigilance concerning the ravaging coronavirus disease, COVID-19. It's a global health issue, not leaving Nigeria behind. And the case update, as we have it this morning, as recorded yesterday, 21st of December 2020 by the NCDC is that we now have a total number of cases in Nigeria rising to 78,790. 78,790, that's the total. But the new cases, confirmed cases, as at yesterday, was 3,056. 3,056 new cases that have been confirmed. As God will help us, out of the 78,790, cases we've recorded so far, 68,483, have been discharged, having tested, negative, of the virus. And of course, unfortunately, the deaths also kept rising, even though slowly, but we pray we don't even have the death of anyone at all. It has risen to 1,227. 1,227. Like I always give the charge on this show, that look, anyone that is still doubting the veracity of the fact that there's COVID-19, or whether it is real or not, if you know that person, please, it's that person you need to move away from. It's not someone that will help you. In fact, it's not going to help all of us, because if you are still doubting this at this time, maybe until you see a loved one coming down with it, not even dying, then you know what we are talking about. So please, let us take charge, personal charge of our health, as we celebrate Christmas. Government is saying it won't be Christmas as usual. Of course, it's not been business as usual. It's not been life as usual. We've just been trying to manage this year. And now the year is rolling into another year. And the COVID that everybody is talking about, we will still be talking about it in 2021. It seems it's not going anywhere soon. But are we going to put a permanent stop to activities in our lives? No. But we have to find a way around it. And that's what government is trying to do, just to make sure that in those areas where we can adjust a little, please, let's all do that. Remember how we celebrated Christmas, Easter? We couldn't do it the normal way. Ilea came, some other things happened. We couldn't celebrate them the way we should. Even secondary school students that graduated, just a month back, many schools, they couldn't do their end of year activities the way they should do it. It's the sacrifice, that we all need to do at this time. Please, let us do it to the letter so that we can enjoy life after COVID-19. Vigilante is still here on Fresh 107.9 FM. I'll begin to pick your calls now. 081-5432-1079, 081-5432-1079, or 081-81-11-1079, 081-8111-1079.
Hello, Mr. Samson.
Hello, good morning.
Please take me off here.
Oh, okay. You don't want to speak?
No, let me start. I want to know, you said something about the killing in Ayetoro. Okay. The person that was killed was one of my brother's friends. So my name is...
Well, the program is still Vigilante on Fresh 107.9 FM at Belkuta. Well, I'm beginning to get information. That person chose to speak to me behind the scene there. Well, I still can't confirm it, but if anybody has any other information that is contrary to this, please let us know at Fresh FM. Now, the man that called me now, I'm not going to reveal his name, just told me now that somebody, was shot dead, at Ayetoro, hit by a stray bullet. That's the way he put it, by name Shola. This happened around Social Club area at Kikelomo in Ayetoro. So if you are there in the town, let us know what the situation is. And of course, security agencies, please, the police and any other person who can help. We know this is about a sister agency, but we don't want an escalation of what is already going on. People are supposed to be preparing, for Utide, and we don't want this kind of thing to start happening. So if you are there in Ayetoro and you can fill us in, let us know what the situation is right now. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, your name and where you are calling from?
I'm the NSC chairman. You are not local government.
NSCDC.
NSC chairman.
NLC.
Chairman.
NLC chairman. Okay.
You are not local government.
Your name, sir?
Adekombi Tajudeen.
Adekombi. Okay. Are you there in Ayetoro? Please turn down. Hello, Mr. Adekombi.
Hello.
Please turn down the volume of your radio, please.
Well, I will do that in a little bit.
Or move away from where the radio set is, please.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Are you hearing me now?
I can, yeah, very clearly now. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, the situation is tense.
Really?
Yeah, the situation is tense.
Tell us about it. Why is it tense? Hello?
So, the Nigerian army shooting periodically.
Okay.
Without considering the life of the masses.
You mean soldiers are involved?
I pray we not record much casualty this time around because majority of people are under lock and key. So I cannot even go down to my office. I was told there's a problem. Initially, I was not aware, but okay. it caught me unaware. I must stay on the road. I cannot be able to lead to the main road to get down to my office. So they are still within us here, shooting periodically.
Are you saying soldiers are also involved?
They are involved. They are here.
No, so
we are here.
Who and who? Hello, Mr. Adekombi. Who are the people shooting? Is it custom versus smugglers or custom versus soldiers?
The custom. I think they were trying to enforce that they were able to escape the number of security that were involved this morning. They want to escape them. That's why they are doing that. But I believe they must maintain some level of understanding that masses today I get to the market. People are just making effort to go to the market. They cannot go. We are all here under duress. So we don't know what is really happening. I cannot be there because everybody is running for his or her life. So I'm inside. So I don't know, but they are still shooting.
Okay, they are still shooting as we speak.
They are still shooting. Yes, I'm still inside.
Okay, please stay safe where you are. Don't go out yet. We hope.
I'm still here. But I want to confirm you this is true matter.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Adekombi, the NLC chairman there. Well, we're still here on the show. Well, this is an emergency, a security emergency. We plan to talk about COVID this morning, but something serious is happening in Ayetoro. Somebody else just called me now, by name Chief Jelili Akinkumi. He called from Abeokuta that he has also been in contact with the people he knows in Ayetoro, and that the situation is indeed tense. The town is on lockdown because of the shootings that have been going on. Please, the CP, Ogun State Command, the GOC, anybody that can help bring the situation under control, please. We hear that today is Ayetoro Market Day. You know what that means. People will be moving in and out of that town. We don't want casualties. We already got reports, though not confirmed yet, that a man is already dead by name Shola. So please, we want the security agencies to move to Ayetoro if they are not already there, especially the police, who should take charge of something like this. Custom officers, soldiers, we hear that they are shooting. Whether they are shooting directly at smugglers or not, we cannot confirm from here. That's where I want people to feed us in. Whoever that is in Ayetoro, and of course, somebody already called. Well, the other time I talked about the restrictions concerning COVID-19, of course, I mentioned bars, nightclubs, event centers, and of course, the federal government is just advising states, to make sure that they don't allow these people to operate freely, because they have mass of people really, gathering there to have fun and all that. And while they're having fun, they could also be spreading the contagion. But this excludes hotels, especially for accommodation purposes. The hotels are allowed to, still take in guests, but not, for events. It means, for instance, if you have a hotel that can host events, they have event centers. This is not the time to host events, but they can have guests. They can accommodate people, on the basis of the business they do. So that's the only, exclusion that we have, concerning the new restrictions, that have been announced by the federal government. How concerned are you concerning this? We would like to hear from you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Hello, please turn down the volume on your radio.
Okay.
Please, before we can speak. Or move away from the radio set completely. Yes?
Thank you. I've done that.
Okay, it's better. Your name and where you're calling from?
From Chapco, Nigeria town.
Okay, Nigeria. Okay.
Let the picture be clear to us. You said the customs and the Nigerian are shooting.
Yes.
Why are they shooting? I mean, is it the case of custom versus smugglers? Or why has it involved Nigerian Army? Who is Nigerian Army helping? Are they helping custom or they are helping smugglers?
Okay.
Let's know what is the situation there.
All right. Thank you.
Let's know.
Okay.
The situation is not clear.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Like I said, maybe you didn't follow me, from where I started from. I got a call that the custom officials there were, there to, for anti-smuggling purposes, especially as it has to do with rice. The person told me that they had that some people stockpiled rice somewhere in the town, and they needed to take it out. You remember what happened at Ifo? A couple of weeks back, and all those things. There is no way custom will go to such a place, and especially in a big town like that you won't have this kind of, scenario playing up again. So that's what is going on. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Ramsey.
Please turn down the volume on your radio set. please, or move away from the radio.
It's already off.
No, this sound coming from you is not clean enough for broadcast. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Are you with us?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Mr. Samson.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Folain Shagawile.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
As a matter of fact, what you are trying to, as in figure out, you understand, in the, conversation that we are having since morning, as in the, what's it called, this custom of a thing. I think a couple of days ago, there was a kind of fight between the customs and the smugglers. You understand? Apparently, it seems that there was a drop there. You understand? Out of the customs. You understand? So it seems. I think you should do your investigative journalism in this information. You understand? Because I think something is fishing. It seems that there is this kind of retaliation, from the customs today. Perhaps. You understand?
Okay.
So you should do proper investigation on that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Help you out. That's why I do this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Layi Kajo Elaye fẹlẹ ọjà MOA ó gbé rẹ́kọ̀dù tó tún jáde ajá balẹ̀ Ẹkúndayọ̀ làkọlé eléyìí lórí tàlùjọ tó kì tó dùn.
Ìfẹ́lẹ́ Gbẹ́ngà Adébóyè ò sí láyé máa jẹ́ rántí Adébóyè fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́. Ibikíbi là ń dáná alẹ́ ọbẹ̀ lòdùn júra àwa ní mẹ́rin mi kà tó gbáfẹ́.
Ó ti mí gbóró títì àti gbé jáde kàṣàgbà wìtìwìtì ló ń ta. Gbé tẹ̀sán lè ṣàyè fẹ́lẹ́ Ẹkúndayọ̀ làkọlé ẹ̀ ó fakọyọ.
Kagbọ́pẹ́ fún ẹ jẹ́ kagbọ́pẹ́ fún kagbọ́pẹ́ fún ẹ jẹ́ kagbọ́pẹ́ fún kagbọ́pẹ́ fún ẹ jẹ́ kagbọ́pẹ́ fún.
Chatbuster ní ẹgbàá bẹ́ẹ̀ grab your copy now.
Ayéfẹ́lẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀sán ọlọ́gbọ́n àgbàdo ẹ̀.
The program is still Vigilante on Fresh 107.9 FM Abeokuta. Well, we are still trying to follow up what is happening in Ayetoro. And now I can confirm, to our listeners that indeed a man has been killed in Ayetoro. We don't know by whose bullet. I'm not saying maybe it was shot by custom or the soldiers, but I just spoke with the public relations officer of the Ogun State Police Command, Mr. Abimbola Oyeyemi, who said that he had been in touch with the area commander of Ayetoro Division, Ayetoro, and told him that indeed it's been confirmed that somebody had been shot dead. So that's the situation. We don't want it to escalate beyond that. That's why we're putting this on air. In case you are going to Ayetoro now, please make a detour or just stay somewhere until everything calms down. Or you are in that town. If you can stay indoors where you are, please stay right there so that you don't get caught in the crossfire, that is going on. As of 5 minutes ago, somebody still called and said the shooting, was still going on. So we don't want the casualty to go beyond what we already have. I think we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Apart from the person that was killed, about 5 people have been injured as well. They're carrying them inside the islands now.
Your name and where? Hello. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Wahid. I'm calling from Abuja, but I have a brother at the location of that at the recent place. He was somewhere around there.
You are in Abeokuta, right?
Exactly. I'm an individual of Ayetoro.
You are an indigene.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm an individual.
And somebody called you.
No, when I heard it on radio, I called him. He said
Okay.
his friend was killed.
It's true. 5 people injured. Okay.
About 5 people have been injured, shot on their legs.
Thank you for that information. Well, I've been trying to reach out to the PRO of Customs, Ogun State Command. It's been difficult reaching him. We want to hear from the Nigerian Customs Service themselves. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Permit me to hide my name. I'm from Jakauke, precisely.
Okay, you are protected. What information do you have for us?
Yes, only this morning, around 30 minutes ago,
Yes.
I received a call from my brother, because I'm living in Jakarta right now.
Okay.
That nobody out of us right through now, that there's crisis going on there, that shooting here, and even those who are in market, they can't sell any market now.
Wow.
People have closed and short. So I'm encouraging everybody doing this.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, you are still there now.
The police should assist us. This is a festive people. People are traveling. Please, they should save our people.
Okay.
Innocent souls should not die. Please.
All right.
Please, we can't move. We can't go anywhere. They say we should go back. Even one of our nearly reached Ayetoro, they have to send him back home. Please.
For
protect
safety.
us.
Okay. Thank you very much. We appreciate those who gave you that information and ask everyone to go back, because it's better to be late to where you are going than to be delayed. So Ayetoro is tense. That has been confirmed. One person killed, also confirmed by the police authorities in Ogun State. Somebody just said now that 5 people have been injured. We don't know what the real situation is, but what can be confirmed now is that there is chaos in that town. Very peaceful town. You hardly hear of any, chaotic situation happening there. But where guns are involved and where custom and smugglers, where they do their thing, they usually live with sorrow, tears, and blood. And that is what is going on right now. Who will help us arrest, this development? Very ugly one, deadly one going on there. They say soldiers are also involved. We don't know on whose part the soldiers are. Maybe the custom called for some reinforcement. Or maybe it's between the soldiers. I won't believe the soldiers will be smugglers. So let's know what is going on there. And if you have information that you cannot put on radio, please, I want to announce my number again so you can just give me information. We want to be on this matter until we get to a very logical conclusion. You can reach me on 080-2724-1076. 080-2724-1076. If you cannot call me, just send me SMS so we can know how we can push this to the police and maybe the governor of the state, the commissioners, so everybody can step on it. Ayetoro is a very peaceful town. What is going on there right now? Well, some people have been calling me here, but I don't know. Let me see. Well, the program is still Vigilante of Fresh 107.9 FM Abeokuta. I had to speak with somebody again who did not want to, speak on air. That look, what he said, I can't confirm that. Everybody knows that the customs, when they are going out for such operations, they go along with soldiers, and that's why the soldiers can never be on the side of anybody in that town. That is indeed the soldiers and custom officials that have been doing the shootings. Now, whether the smugglers are also shooting, we don't know. But what we can confirm now is that one person is down and dead. Well, on Facebook here, Demi Mice is saying that the story about the custom and the smugglers. The customs tried taking possession of some said smuggled rice, but they couldn't gain access after shooting out between the customs and smugglers. The customs went back to reinforce, and they brought about the involvement of the Nigerian army. The situation is tense, and everyone in that area is not at peace. Well, that has been confirmed. They went for reinforcement that come and help us do this. But let me say this to our security agencies, please. Sometimes you want to do some arrest or you want to confiscate some things. Why not think about also the safety of the people there? You can always arrest later if there is resistance. What do? You use minimum force, but minimum force becoming maximum force, bringing in soldiers into this kind of situation. Now we know, we can see what we have. Even if it is a man that is dead, that they are telling us, that is too much. I don't know how many millions the rise will cost, or in billions. For a life of a man, that is too much for us as a nation, to even think about at this time when we've been having enough killings already. Please, Nigerian Customs Service, please, as much as we appreciate the job you are supposed to do, please do it with some civility. I have to say this this morning because that man dying, we don't even know if he's a smuggler. Somebody said hit by a stray bullet. So maybe an innocent man had just gone like that. That's not why the Nigerian Customs was set up. I rest my case this morning. Thank you for everyone that have called to give us vital information. Don't forget the safety protocols against COVID-19. Wear your mask, wash your hands regularly, do social distancing, avoid, being in a mass of people where they gathered. And when you have to be there, maybe in the market, please mask up. That is what the government is saying. I don't think that's too much for us, everyone, to abide with. Many thanks to Hussein Mustafa, who had been giving me the necessary technical assistance here. And my name is Samson Akindele. Until we meet again next week, I say stay out of trouble. Stay safe. Good morning.
This is Fresh 107.9, where we keep you fresh all day.
Yo, what up? This Wyclef with Mary J. Serenade the girls with my acoustic guitar.